Hello, my name is Troy Davidson, Community Risk Reduction Division Supervisor for the Office of the State Fire Marshal. Today I'm going to go over smoke alarm canvassing form that we have that has been introduced under our new app. All right, on the front page we have smoke alarm survey. You choose the type of event to start with. There are two options. The first option being smoke alarm canvassing. The second option being smoke alarm Saturday. For our purposes for today, we're going to choose smoke alarm Saturday. Once you choose Smoke Alarm Saturday and you touch that button, the next thing will open up for you to be able to enter in your address. The address, you need to ensure that you type it in. Do not put in anything that is pre-populated, a pre-populated address. So type in letter for letter, number for number, the address with which you're doing the install. In this case, I'm going to utilize 1429 Rock Quarry. Here in Raleigh, North Carolina. You will need to enter in the state and the zip code. Once you make that selection, you move on to the next tab, which is the county of the department with which you are working for. In this case, I'm going to choose Wake County. And the department I'm going to choose is going to be, there's a drop down arrow. You can choose your department from the listing here. In this case, I'm going to utilize Office of the State Fire Marshal. In the event that you do not have a fire department, for example, if you're a fire marshal's office, you would not populate the department drop down arrow. You would go straight to this box where you would enter in, for example, Wake County Fire Marshal if you're not listed as a fire department. After you do that, you're going to look at the language. In this case, we're going to choose English. Press the next button. This is going to take you to the Smoke Alarm Installation Program waiver form. The waiver form is going to populate the address that you entered in, along with terminology that references how many alarms or what type of alarms you're going to install. There are 3 check boxes. 1 or more smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, deaf and hard of hearing alarms. You are able to choose 1 or all. So if in the event that you're utilizing smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms as well as deaf and hard of hearing, you can choose as such. From there, there's a form that goes over the waiver with the resident, explaining to them, you want to read this to them so that they understand what they're signing. From there, there's an acknowledgement. The acknowledgement stating that the occupant of the residence has acknowledged that they have read and understood and agreed to the above waiver. They will print their name. Once that's entered, you'll have a line item where you would sign your name. You are able to utilize a pen or your finger to sign your name. Hit the OK button. From there, you're entering the date, today's date. In this case, is going to be April the 23rd. And then there's a witness type name. So representative from the staff of Office of State Fire Marshal or a member of your department to witness the install. In this case, I'm going to put in my name. I'm not forging someone else's name. And again, there's a place for witness signature. In the event that you don't like the way that you sign, you can hit the trash can, which is trash, and start over to re-sign. Hit OK. And the date that it was witnessed. In this case, it will be again April the 23rd. From there, you'll see a disclaimer at the bottom that indicates that the occupant agrees to the waiver and waives his or her rights. You can read that to the occupant of the home. Hit next. From there, you're going to go into the smoke alarm survey itself. The installer, the person doing the physical installing, you would type in their name, first name, last name, then the occupant's first name, whomever is the signature signer that accepted the waiver. In this case, I'm going to put my name again. First name, last name. Now you're going to look at the number of levels in the home. Is this a 1-story home, 2-story, 3-story, etc.? In this case, we're going to call this a 2-story residence, so I'm going to put 2. Then the type of residence. You have several options here. You can only choose one. This is not one where you would be able to make multiple choices. So you have 1 family, 2 family, apartment, manufactured home, or a recreational vehicle, RV. We're going to go with a single family home, 1 family. Number of people under the age of 17 in the home. Specifically, in this case, we're going to say 0. Number of people over the age of 65 living in the home. We're going to put 1. Number of smoke alarms in the home before installing the new alarms. This would be the number of alarms that were in the home before you put anything up or assessed the home once you walked in. In this case, there were 2 alarms in place. So I'm going to put 2. Was there an alarm outside each sleeping area? This is a yes or no question. And in this case, it's going to be no. Now, how many alarms were tested? Did you test any alarms once you entered the residence? In this case, we tested 2. How many alarms did not work? In this case, I'm going to choose 2 as well. How many alarms were installed? Looking at, it was a 2-story home. There were 3 bedrooms. We installed 3 alarms. What safety information did you leave with the home's occupant? We reviewed over, and as you can see here, you have cooking safety tips, electrical, smoking, smoke alarm, safety, etc. So you choose the appropriate blanks of the material that you reviewed over. And you can choose multiple choices here, so you can choose them all or individually, just 1 or 2. Did you help the occupant find 2 ways out of every room? That's a yes or no question. Yes. Did you help the occupant select an outside meeting place? That is also a yes or no question. Yes. Did you have occupants sign a waiver? At the beginning, if you recall, you did have the occupant sign the waiver. So you're going to choose yes. And any additional notes. In this additional notes form, you can put any type of information, be it safety hazards or something that needs to be documented. You are limited to 1,000 characters, so you can be rather brief with it, but however, you can put that information in. And then there is a capture here, and as you can see here at the bottom, I'm going to type that in, matching what's here. And submit. See that it's uploading. You'll get a response that lets you know that your form was submitted successfully, and you're able to see that there's a countdown. It will reload in a few seconds and allow you to enter into another survey.